Every year, 1 out of 20 hospital patients acquire a bacterial infection in the hospital that is totally unrelated to the reason they were admitted. Half of them die. Those that live see their hospital stay extended by 5 to 6 days. This is very costly, both in terms of lives lost and the added expense of the hospital stay. However, this is just a small part of a much larger problem. The fact is that the leading cause of death among children and the elderly is bacterial infection. Why does this happen? A major reason is that traditional lab cultures take 3 to 7 days to identify the problem-causing bacteria. By then, the patient is either well or truly sick. Making it worse, culture fails 30% of the time and never delivers a result. Isentio saves lives by making bacterial identification faster, more reliable, and lower cost. DNA sequencing technology in use today solves the speed problem, reducing the 3 to 7 day period to just a few hours and taking the failure rate from 30% down to about 10%. That is very good. However, sequencing has its own issues. It is a manual process that requires highly trained specialists. It is only capable of identifying single bacteria samples, relegating more complex situations to the informed guesswork of the physician. It relies upon a low-quality public database which leads to misidentification and does not provide end-to-end traceability. Add Isentio to the mix and it becomes much more practical. Isentio's RipSeq cloud-based software is highly automated and usable by any competent lab technician. It enables a previously unavailable polybacterial capability, allowing the identification of bacteria in mixed samples, and combines that with its own expert-curated proprietary database to reduce the error rate from 10% to less than 1%. End-to-end traceability all the way back to the patient level is built in. This is the result of years of work by Isentio's dream team of respected medical experts, researchers, microbiologists, algorithm and mathematics specialists, and operating executives. And experts agree. Isentio has over 60 customers, including some of the biggest names in medicine. Users attest to the value of Isentio, and it is recognised by major professional journals and industry leaders. But that's not the end of the story. Next-generation sequencing represents a major step forward and will ultimately displace today's systems in applied markets like diagnostics. NGS has much higher throughput and the inherent ability to analyse complex mixed samples. However, to make this possible, NGS systems generate massive amounts of data per sample that must be transported and stored, and that require many hours of analysis by high-cost personnel. Again, Isentio solves these problems, making NGS practical. RipSeq NGS is platform agnostic and works with all current and planned NGS systems. Isentio's proprietary patient-pending algorithms deliver results in just a few minutes, reducing data complexity by over 2,000 to 1 and simplifying data storage and management needs. RipSeq NGS yields amazing results, finding all bacteria in the sample and determining their relative concentration, even those with 1,000 times less concentration than the most dominant. Isentio saves lives by making advanced diagnostic capabilities practical. Plus, Isentio's products have applications far beyond healthcare, food safety, petroleum production, and environmental protection, to name a few. But those are stories for another time. To learn more, visit our website, isentio.us.